I'm sure you know what a Mori is. Survivor is on the ground, you walk up to them, an animation plays, and they die. It's kind of like a Mortal Kombat fatality. Today, I'll be ranking all the Moris, including mini Moris, so let's just hop right into it. The Trapper, the poster boy of Dead by Daylight. Bottom of the tier list and bottom of this list. His Mori, like most of the older killers, it's just not that good. It's like a standard to put Trapper at the bottom of most things. He just kind of sucks in all regards, right? The Wraith gets a small leg up from the Trapper because of that stupid little pull he does. It's really funny to me. But the Mori's not that good either way. It's like he's giving you a spanking for misbehaving. Let me tell you how much I despise the Clown. He's gross, his gameplay is boring and dull, and he's the only character in this entire game that I just flat out don't like. The Blight has good lore. Kaneki could be the start of a new medium for killers. The Nurse is free, but the Clown is just awful. This guy is just repulsive. He has no style. I hate this guy, I swear. Huntress might be the most popular killer with the highest kill rate of all time, but Amori's just awful. If she had stopped after she pulled the axe out of the survivor's face, I would have ranked it higher. The Doctor was the first Mori I ever saw in-game. It was on Mother's dwelling at the exit gate, and it was on an Alan Wake with no cosmetics. But even on that fateful day, I knew that I was not a big fan of this Mori. I don't know what it is, but I just don't like the Mori. Hillbilly is the best of the original three killers, but it's still just kind of eh. You know, I like it though. It's at least it's in character. The Nurse's Mori, to me, has always just been a little bland. Like, there's not even, like, a sound for when she breaks the person's neck. Some people don't even know how the survivor dies. It's a neck break, but there's no sound. It could be improved, that's all I'm saying. Freddy, the Glove with the Blades one, has a weak Mori. I know it's a reference to one of the films, but, like, this Mori is not it. It's a real shame that one of the most popular slashers has just such a weak Mori. I don't know. It took 4 minutes to trigger this, and it wasn't even impressive. I would also like to note that I was using the add-ons that starts everybody with a bear trap, and the one that reduces the kill timer by 30 seconds, and both felt like they just didn't work at all. So maybe the add-ons are still bugged. I know the pig just like had a thing where the add-ons were kind of bugged, so they might still be a bit broken. I'm not sure. Myers might have lost his license, but his Mori is still bland. At least you can just, like, straight up murder people in Tier 3, and it's also in first person. So it gives him that, and so for that, I will put him above some of the other characters, but still, not a big fan. Plague's Mori was quite disappointing. She probably should have broken the survivor's neck with her weapon instead of just them dying from being vomited on. I don't know, it just kind of lacks impact for me. The twins have two Moris. This one is the weaker of the two. It's too bland, and their other Mori is much better. The Legion has always been disappointing to me, in general, but at least they have the Hunk Legendary skin, but not even Umbrella's greatest idiot with Aura can save this Mori. This is just not a good Mori, in my opinion. And I think Hunk should have his own Mori, maybe that next snap from Mercenaries mode. The artist also disappointed me, and again, not a fan of the Mori. I thought it works fine enough, because the Mori's just so weird, but like, so is the artist, so it balances out in a weird way.
Oh!
Oh, you are scared.
For whatever reason, Chucky's Mori looks weird. Something's wrong with it. I don't know why, but despite that, the Mori's just, like, okay. I know this is how her father killed her, but this Mori just lacks impact. The survivor just kind of flops on over without any oomph, you know? It's just kind of bleh. The Dredge is one of the two killers that don't actually directly kill the survivor, but this is the worst of the two, and also, it didn't hit for me. It's like the Megumi Fushiguro of Mori, just potential Mori. Skull Merchant was too busy trying to be hot to have a good Mori. It didn't work. She gets mogged by Trickster and Mina. Apparently, it's better than the PTB version, but I didn't play that PTB version, so I still think it's just not that good. She probably should have used her drones. It's like the one thing that she has going for her. Drones. Use the drones! Shoot a laser out of it or something. I don't know. The Blight in my hands feels like a toddler throwing a tantrum, and his Mori's just kind of eh. I think it's kind of overrated. I'm pretty sure it gets ranked higher by most people, but it would have been better if the Blighted Serum left more of an impact than just some bubbles, you know? The Pig's Mori is really short and really boring. It's better than Legion's, but I'm still not a fan. It's also a reference, but I can't remember if it's the Pig's death or if it's Detective Tapp's death, or maybe someone else entirely. All I remember is that I heard that it was a reference to Saw, but I haven't seen Saw, so I don't know. I don't know why we're on a first name basis with Leatherface, but his Mori is just okay. For a Mori from like the early days, it has some impact. I also like the little scream or whatever he does. It kind of adds some character. The twins Mori, with Victor this time, is much better than their other Mori, but I'm still not the biggest fan. I think Victor should have done a little more. From here on out, I would consider these Moris good or even great. violent and wrathful, just like him. A good Mori. Maybe one last strike from the Kenobo. You know, his big weapon. I don't quite know how to say the word. Sadako has a good Mori. It demonstrates her powers well. It also kind of reminds me of of how they what Stranger Things Vecna does, although I'm pretty sure that was a reference. It's funny. Demogorgon does something like this in season 3 of Stranger Things, but Demogorgon came out into this game before that season airs. But, you know, it's still pretty good. I just thought it was kind of funny. I can appreciate the Knight's Guards helping him out with the Mori. I just wish that there was visible damage from him ripping the sword out of the survivor's chest. I know that Moris don't really do that, especially when the Knight came out. Like, I think it took a little bit for them to, like, actually have, like, meshed up body parts that weren't just other models and shrinking, but still, come on. Like, what it's still a good Mori.
Farewell.
Vecna from D&D. He's got a good Mori. This was technically the first Mori I saw outside of the game, but it was reversed and had a caption like, kind necromancer revives woman, or, you know... People are funny. Yeah, Triangle Face over here has a good Mori. Thanks James Sunderland for bringing him to this realm. It looks quite painful. It's perfect for Evil Wife Man.
Here's looking at you.
The Unknown's Mori paints a picture of what this thing really is. It's also cool to see it crawling around like it was during the advertising campaign. Everyone and their mother says he should be able to do that in the game too, but I don't think that's gonna happen unless they have like another killer that's also the Unknown. Pyramid Head's mini Mori has so much impact to it. It's really funny during 2v8 when you just hear the thunk of his sword or like behind a wall or something. It's great. Although it's actually harder to do in 2v8 because you need to cage the survivor first. So it has more requirements in 2v8 for some reason. I have no idea why.
You should have listened to me, 11.
Vecna's favorite way to kill teenagers. Well, Stranger Things Vecna anyway. I was blown away when I first saw this. And so was Eddie.
It will be fast, possibly painless. Die fast, please. It is all over.
Singularity has a good Mori. Very evil of the evil robot. Also, the face in the end is just like really gross. Perfect! I did not know that the Kursu had a variation of her Mori if you are in the head form, but the only difference is that the head doesn't come out and return to the body at the beginning and the end. But still, it was a fun fact I learned. You might not even know, because literally nobody plays the Kursu anymore. Sadako's mini Mori is really good. Just the straight death stare that many of Sadako's victims have faced. It was also like the first time I've ever actually done it myself, because it is actually kind of difficult to pull off in like a real game unless survivors are kind of stupid. Did you know the reason that the Xenomorph Queen has a big ass is because she has to line up with the other Xenomorphs' like bodies? It's really interesting, and I know a lot of people were wondering. The Hag's Mori is very, very gruesome, especially for a very old character. So I gotta give it props for that. It's pretty cool. Deathslinger's Mori, it's, I don't know, the right kind of brutal. I mean, it kind of, the Deathslinger's a complicated character, but he also sees the survivors as people who wronged him, so I kind of understand why he's taking so much pleasure in murdering these innocent people.
Oh! Oh! Ow!
Ghostface is my favorite slasher, and Scream is my favorite horror movie franchise. Although they probably should have stopped making movies like 4 movies ago. I like taking a picture with Ghostface during his Mori. It's also fun to photobomb during 2v8. I know some people photobomb as survivors, but that's dangerous, you know. We are now in the top 15. These are the cream of the crop of the Moris. Behold, Capcom's most butchered baby. Luckily for me, a classic Nemesis skin exists in this game, so I don't have to walk around in trash bags. I like the detail that he says stars when killing Jill. I hope he also says it for the other Stars members like Chris and Rebecca. I don't think there's any other Stars members in this game, but like, I don't know. I don't remember. There probably isn't. Stranger Things Vecna's Mini Mori is good. It has gotten me a few cheeky kills I wouldn't have gotten otherwise, and they were all both at the exit gate, and I'm sure those people weren't very happy, but they didn't say anything, so I don't know.
Just die.
While I may not own a Houndmaster, her Mori is really cool, very brutal, and she even has unique lines for the original 4 survivors. So I guess this is penance for the fact that I don't own her yet. Vecna's Mini Mori is still one of my favorites in the game. It's kind of hard to get, requiring a survivor on Death Hook to have attuned to your hand or eye, but it's still awesome. Also, you don't have to use the item. Like, all the survivor has to do is have it attuned for it to work. I don't know if that was a misconception or not, but they just have to have it on them. They don't have to use it.
감사합니다.
Oh, the trickster, how I loved you. Then they took your legs. Now you stay forever in controversy with No Way Out. His Mori was the first one I performed. It was on a bot, Jeff, and it was on the now removed Halloween map. The memories. Before we move on to the top 10, I would like to say that I think both the Judgment, as in the Grimoire Killer, and whoever the 10th Anniversary Killer is, I think they're going to have some top 10 Moris. I'll come back to this video when they actually release and comment if I was right or not. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be in, like, a while.
I have such sights to show you.
Now, I don't own Pinhead. I started playing after the license was lost, but I still think his Mori is really cool, and it does the whole not killing the survivor thing better than the Dredge. Hopefully one day he'll come back, and I won't have to borrow footage from a video that came out like 4 years ago. The Tokyo Ghoul. Cursed to be slandered as a series and as a character, but he might have opened a door for other anime characters to come into Dead by Daylight. I even made videos on characters they should add, which you should watch. If they added the second character from my Jujutsu Kaisen video to the game, I would P100 that character without hesitation.
Your time is up.
The fun one. Springtrap's Mori is divisive, but I like it a lot. Since they nerfed the Trickster, he's kind of become like my main, and I feel for the people I tunneled out for my tome a few weeks back. I am sorry, but you know, the tome demands sacrifice. Were Elk is a legendary skin for the Huntress with a Mori that's way too long, but it's still pretty cool, so I have to give it a high rating or else they're gonna get me.
Insufferable little wretch.
Here's a fun fact for you. Did you know that the voice actor for Dracula in Dead by Daylight also voices Guillaume Hijimima in the English dub of Demon Slayer and Winston from Overwatch? Dracula has too much aura for his own good. I probably butchered that guy's name, but ignore that, okay?
오직 널 위해 사랑해요.
You know, some people are probably into this. Not me, though. But it's still a really cool skin regardless. And it's the reason I bought the skin, despite knowing that they kind of sort of took Trickster out back, gave him that old Yeller treatment.
Now, what a naughty bear you are.
He is one naughty bear, and he has a cool Mori. I think the skin and the narrator is really funny, and also this is like 1,000 times better than Trapper's base Mori. It's insane how much better this is. This is why you see so much naughty bears running around, by the way, because the Mori is way better, and the character's funny. Like Trapper, remove Trapper from the game, make Naughty Bear the Trapper instead. Infinite money. Oni Bear. Now, when I saw this Mori for the first time, I was actually thinking about buying the skin. I didn't, but I was really thinking about it. It's a great skin with a great Mori and great sound effects, and the cats are cute, and they were actually made after the cats from Behavior. I think there was like a little contest to see which cats would show up. The model's based on Jonesy from Ellen Ripley, but like the cat's colors were from the people at Behavior. It's really cool.
Destiny calls.
Trueform Dracula somehow topped his already great default Mori. This is a really cool Mori. It's like quite brutal, but there is one more that takes the top spot.
Let's finish this.
Albert Wesker, the mastermind, favorite Resident Evil villain of mine. Did he earn the top spot because I'm kind of obsessed with Resident Evil right now? Maybe, But his Mori has always been one of my favorites because it's everything you need to know about Wesker, all in one blood-covered little bow. With that, my ranking's over. Until next time, friends. Maybe you could tell me how awesome or how terribly I ranked these Moris. I'd love some feedback. Don't be mean, please.